Hello everyone, this is Halloween Hunter here and welcome back to another Halloween video. And in this Halloween video, we have right here is the unboxing of the Home Depot 2024 Frankenstein's Monster from the Universal Monster movie. This prop was released a few weeks ago during the halfway to Halloween drop by Home Depot. They had this guy along with a few other new props for this year. And though those other props were really cool, in retrospect, I don't really need them as much as I needed this guy right here. So I went ahead and actually ordered this guy, the Frankenstein's Monster, about a day early before it came out. And he was on back order for a while, but now he just barely arrived. So let's go ahead now and finally unbox this. One thing to note, this box is pretty generic, nothing cool, no art design on it. However, I have heard that the in-store box for this character or this prop will actually have a Universal licensed prop box, so the actual design box in stores, whereas this one's going to be one of those online boxes. So if you're somebody who likes the boxes, you're going to like this guy's box, I guess, when it is in store. I almost kind of wish I waited to get this guy in stores just to have that. I might even return this guy and wait till the stores get him just so that I can have a cool design box for this character, but it's not a big deal. I'm overall super excited to have this guy. And then there is another box under here. Open that up. Alrighty, so we have the box finally opened, and this is what you first see when you open the box. Kind of just see the instructions, the base at the very top. So alright, so first of course we have the instructions inside of the box. You can see the Universal's logo right here. We have now, for the actual parts, the base right here. Pretty weird metal, it's like very hollow. We have a hip loop right here, very big one. We have some holes right here, a couple of those. We have some foam padding in here, an arm, another arm it looks like. Looks like the waist bracket right here. Right here in the front, again, some more foam padding. I think this is the adapter in here. Yes, it is. We got the adapter right here. But we have shoe right here, and wow, these boots are really big. So here's his boot, his shoe, and here is the other one right here. It's kind of trapped in there. We got one of his hands. Oh, that's really cool detail right there. And here's the other hand. We have some more pulls right here that are weirdly in this cardboard. Let's see what else we got. We have his giant shoulder bracket right here. Wow. Right here we have the moment of truth, his head. Wow, that face is dope. Wow, and it's huge too. Some clothing right here. And last but not least, we have right here is the module, the mechanism, and just the overall body structure. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the Frankenstein's Monsters pieces. Let's go ahead now and begin that setup. So first to start off, we're going to take the base, of course, and then go ahead and take the two B poles and snap lock them onto the base. Then we will take the two giant boots and put them over those leg poles. We will then take pole D and connect that to the left side of the boot. And then we will take pole E and connect that to the right side of the boot. Now let's take the foam padding and put those over the leg poles. Then we'll go ahead and put the pants over the leg poles now. Then it's time to go ahead and put on this little waist bracket over those leg poles and make sure, again, they snap lock into place. Now to put on the hip loop, let's first go ahead and take out the cotter pin on one of the tabs. And then we will go ahead and put that over the slot on the waist bracket. And then after that is done, we will go ahead and put the cotter pin back on and then go ahead and pull the pants over that hip loop. And now it's time to go ahead and take the module with the mech and the body and put that over the pole that connects to the waist bracket or the hip loop area and snap lock that in. I'm now going to go ahead and connect the adapter into the adapter jack on the control box and then run the adapter down one of the legs. Now to connect the shoulder bracket onto the body, I'm first going to have to go ahead and take out these bolts on the shoulder bracket. There's one for each side. I'm then going to go ahead now and insert that onto the bracket of the body and then go ahead and put those bolts back on. Then we will go ahead and take the top of the suit and place that over the shoulder bracket and over the body. And while you're at it, go ahead and take the sensor wire and connect that to the module wire. Now it's time to go ahead and connect the arms to the body. We'll have to run the arms up through the arm sleeves and then put them on the body. And then we will do the same for this arm now. Now for the hands, we'll go ahead and put those on the arms now, and then pull the shirt over and put the Velcro strip on. And again, same for this hand. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the final part, we're gonna go ahead now and finally put on the head. So we're just gonna go ahead and take this little pole sticking out from the servo mech and put that onto the neck bracket. And inside of the body there is going to be a bolt. You're going to go ahead and actually screw that in to place until, of course, you hit a stopping point. And that way, when it's now all screwed in, the head is actually now shut tight into place and it's not going to wiggle around. And then for really the final part, go ahead and connect the head wire to the module. Once that's done, go ahead and plug them in and have them in any setting you want them in. And that's pretty much how you set up the Home Depot 2024 Frankenstein's monster. Let's go ahead now and roll that demo.
Look out! Tie him up quickly! Get him downstairs! He's mine! I created this! Do you see? A living being! I created life!
So there you saw was the Frankenstein's monster in action, and though this guy definitely isn't 100% perfect, I gotta say he's pretty close to that. Now, from the initial leaked stock photos and Home Depot manager meeting, I definitely was always a bit skeptical about this guy's overall appearance just because it did look a bit off, but me personally, I've always been a pretty big fan of it, which is why, of course, I bought it when it first came out. However, I know a lot of other people were more judgmental towards this character because of how his face looked and the overall suit. And I gotta say, though, something that isn't perfect, it's really, really good still. Like, first of all, his face looks amazing and phenomenal. I have seen a few that look weird, but at least for mine's face, I think, looks phenomenal. I really don't have any complaints with that. I love his face a lot. The structure looks really good. He's got some cool scars around him, some bolts. The hair is okay, but it overall does the job pretty fine. And if you can't tell, because it is pretty bright out here, he actually is on a lights only mode. So just like THD 3000 and Lethal Lily, this guy has the option where he's lights only. So instead of having any animation or sound on, he can go ahead and just continuously light up with nothing on, which is a really cool option. I like how it blinks. But anyways, this guy, again, just like Lethal Lily and THD 3000, this guy has the servo advanced animation where his eyelids blink, his eyes move, his mouth moves, his head moves all around, and his arms actually move up and down, which is amazing for a character like Frankenstein, who is pretty much a very lively character when he's first risen up. So I think for the Frankenstein's monster, these servos work great for him. And overall, I think the animation is just fantastic. I don't think every prop needs servos, but I think it definitely is one that definitely benefits a lot from it. His face is made of silicone, just like the other advanced servo props. However, unlike THD or Lethal Lily, his face is definitely a lot more stretchy, it seems. You can kind of tell. Definitely a lot more stretchy and flexible, which is really weird, but honestly, it's really good quality, so I don't see that being a problem for anybody, honestly. The structure of his build is really good too. Everything about it is built really well. His base is definitely very strange. It's like a weird, like, thick base, but it's pretty hollow inside. It's very unusual for SVI, but it's not really a big thing right now for me, so I don't know. Kind of weird, but it's not really a big deal. He's got some great boot molds and also hand molds, and his hands look really great too. I like the lines around the wrist and look really good. And overall, this guy just overall has a great appearance. My only complaint with his appearance is, number one, kind of has like black lipstick, which, I mean, isn't really that bad from like a far distance view. But up close, it kind of does look like black lipstick, which is kind of weird. That could have been done better, but to me, it's not really a big deal. And honestly, I don't really care. I've just seen a lot of people point it out, so I might as well point it out here. And also, the biggest con for me personally is the clothing. The clothing definitely looks better here than the videos and the stock photos. However, the clothing still is not great. I don't really like how it's this really bright color with some stupid stains, some weird like felts on his shirt. Like it's not even like buttoned up like it's supposed to be. It's a much more like a dark like gray and black color scheme. But here it's just like mostly all gray with like some slight variations in the shading. I don't know. This definitely could have been a lot cooler. I wish it looked a lot better. And right here also too is kind of a complaint that it's not really that bad, but it can still be considered like, I guess, kind of annoying for some people. There definitely is a bit of a gap between here at the end of the neck and the shirt. I don't know, I kind of wish this was like a bit more tucked up so I could cover that. You could definitely do some modifications with this guy to give him better clothing. Definitely not perfect there. But I will say for $280, and this guy being licensed from the Universal Monster movie, Frankenstein, and being Serbo, I think $280 is a great price. It's really good for what you get with this character. A very nice build, very good quality, very good audio. I do like how this guy actually has the scientist audio in the background. However, the only thing I do wish is that they had that "it's alive" phrase, just because that's a very iconic phrase from the movie. It was even used on the Jemmy one. However, it's not a big deal here. That's definitely just a preference thing. But overall, the audio is really good with the monster groans. And honestly, even though this guy's clothing definitely isn't great, I think I prefer it more than the Jemmy one. The Jemmy one is still great, don't get me wrong, but this one I think I like better. With that being said, that pretty much wraps up my video on the Home Depot 2024 Frankenstein's Monster. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween video.